Alright, so this is kind of a test of just a few things. But I think I figured one thing out. Thank God. I think. Okay, I take that right back. I don't think I figured out shit. Oh, I've messed up my Minecraft. No! Oh no. What have I done? Oh no. There we go. That's better. Oh, that's right. I gotta do that. Oh, well now that looks like shit. What? Trial and error. That's what we call this. Alright. Let's try that. You touch one thing and it ruins everything. That's all it takes. Streaming is so delicate. It's such an art. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, I think that's better. We'll see if it's better. Alright, this is a test on a lot of things. That was an early ping. Oh, I forgot I was doing Bed Wars. Shoot. Alright. Mystery box. I don't know how to... Not Forever Alone? Oh yeah, I made a friend last time. Memory Boy? Who's Memory Boy? That'd be me. I'm Memory Boy. I'm taking Rainbow's brand. I couldn't even remember the word. Brand. I'm taking Rainbow's brand now. Anyways, good afternoon. Good time. Good time wherever you are. I have no idea what I'm doing. Excellent. Excellent. Alright. I think I was gonna... it's... You'd think I know how to collect those damn mystery boxes by now, but I really don't. I really don't. So I'm just gonna... Nope. 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 Not that either. Nope. Nope. I don't know what's going on in the background. Don't ask me. Nope. Maybe it's under my profile or something. Okay. Friends Guild. Nope. Stats. Nope. 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 Great content. Alright. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I don't care. Let's go play Skyblock. That's the only thing I play anymore. I earned 3 coins of interest. Do I have anything left in my bank account? I'm pretty sure I drained it all last time. I'm like 99% sure I drained everything in my bank account. Oh, okay. Time to see if the spider minion's done anything. Which I'm not convinced it has. I think it's just spawn spiders, and I'm not actually sure it's... Oh, it's done something. Alright, alright. Alright. Alright, I'll take it. Ugly, but I'll take it. I don't actually know if I need to keep the spider eyes for anything, so I think I'm gonna sell them, and then if I regret it, I regret it. That's, you know, it is what it is. Okay. Now let's see what I can upgrade. Best part of this is, I don't even know, like, I don't even know what's going on half the time. Like, in HYPIXEL, in real life, like, I just don't know what's going on. That's the best part of this. All these streamers you see on Twitch, it's like, you think they know exactly what they're doing. I'm here to tell you, I bet half of them don't. I bet half of them have exactly no clue what they're doing. Okay, maybe some of them have an idea because they've been doing it for long enough, but I bet you so many of them don't. It's all just trial and error. That's all it is. Maybe you get there, maybe you don't. Maybe you get famous, maybe you don't. That's how it works. I don't make the rules. God, I wish I made the rules. Can you imagine? I usually just sell bones, don't I don't know what's going on outside. I don't even think that's audible, but people have just been hammering away for the past few days, and it's been driving me kind of nuts because I don't know what they're doing over there. I don't know what they're doing on the McMansion behind my house. It's not even a McMansion, it just qualifies as one because it's practically two houses. About to have another two house in front of my house too, across the street, so sandwich between millionaires, am I right? Am I right, chat? Yeah, let's go. Fun fact, I actually once got in trouble for saying the birds work for the bourgeoisie because my parents were like, we are the bourgeoisie, we own land, and I was like, what part of you makes you think that I had any choice whatsoever in choosing where or how we lived? You were just like, we're moving, and I was like, okay, and then we moved. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Not my fault. You decided to live somewhere with high property tax. Just saying. I didn't choose this life. I can acknowledge it, but I didn't choose it. So now I can't make any bourgeoisie jokes anymore. It's too offensive. What the hell was I doing? Just gonna see if I can upgrade this. Can I? Nope. Alright. How about the other one? Oh, 16... I'm assuming enchanted, right? Yeah. Alright, let's see what I got in my end chest. 6. I can make a decent amount with that. What I got, I can do that, and I can do that. And that. And I can't make as much as I thought I could. That's only 2. Oof. Oof. That's an oof indeed. Alright. Actually, let me go see what the spider minion wants for upgrades. Probably string. You know, if I had to take a wild guess, I'd say it'd be spring. Dude, get out of the way. Can I click on my spider minion? Okay, well. That spider in particular. I hate spiders. I think I said this last stream several times. I hate spiders. Spiders are the bane of my existence. Spiders are ruining the economy. The HYPIXEL economy. Oh my god, please. Alright, screw it. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we're gonna try it. I'm taking up a slot in the chest. This is kind of dangerous. Huh. Good job, me. I still can't reach jack. I still can't reach jack shit. Alright, cool. Well, that was a waste of time. Yeah, stay in there. Don't you worry about a thing. Stay in there. The only problem is the second I put one here, it's gonna come bursting out. No, I don't think that's where I wanted that to be. No, I don't think so. You know, funny story. I don't think that's where I wanted that to be put. No. Maybe if I placed it like so? No? Spider, move your ass. Can't tell if it's lag or the spider. And move it. Okay, well, that's just fine. Rude ass motherfuckers. Get off my lawn. What was that? I don't know what that noise was. I mean, obviously it's a villager, but I don't exactly get those around here. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What if we do this strategically-ish? Nah, it's not very strategical. Damn. Okay, maybe I just... Yeah. Yeah, that might just be the best. Excuse me, can I... No, that's literally not what I want. Oh my god. My thing says I have one viewer, and if so, hello, you're wonderful. Thank you for being here. And if not, I don't know. My stream thing's been glitching a lot. So, thank you for being the singular person watching me struggle to put down a trapdoor. For much too long, if you ask me. Ah, there we go. Bro, please. Okay, thank you. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Do I just not remember how trapdoors work? It might just be a very big possibility. Oh well. What if? I don't know, man. I feel like there's too much going on here. I'm gonna try and do this again. How come I could get it last time and I can't get it this time? Oh, this sucks. Can't reach. Yeah, there's like a villager. That's not the minion making the noise, is it? Oh man, it's all confusing. It's all a bunch of hooey, if you ask me. Can't believe this is what this has come to. My stream has come to me just doing this. I don't know. Struggling to place trapdoors, struggling to collect spider minions. Oh, I just need to, let me just crack open a cold one. And by a cold one, I mean a very expired Coca-Cola. Not actually sure what the expired date is because the text is a little bad, but... Yep, that's pretty flat. Please drink responsibly. Not sponsored, also. God, you think Coca-Cola would sponsor? I did actually get a very sketchy text. I think I kept it. A very sketchy text that I think wanted me to advertise, like, either Pepsi or, like, Dr. Pepper on, like, a... They said, like, oh, it was so bizarre. It was obviously so sketch. And obviously I didn't reply to it. And I think I might have given a link. Let me just look up this up. It was so bizarre. I kept it because it was so weird, and I was like, just in case something ever comes of it. And there's some big breaking news story. And it's actually kind of scary, because I know a lot of, like, trafficking and stuff goes on because of that. Yeah, here we go. Back in November. Hello, and then in all caps, could you allow Dr. Pepper Soft Drink Advert Co. to put a small decal sticker on your like all caps, car/truck/bike and get $400 weekly, space question mark. For more details, visit and apply, and then it gives this website, and it's like, it has like Dr. Pepper inks in the URL. but Dr. Pepper is spelled Dr. Papper, so it's spelled with an A. So yeah, that was very obviously a scam of some kind. I don't know. It could just be phishing, I guess, but it was just really sketch. And I was like, you know what? I'm just not gonna do. It's 2020. I'm not dealing with that. Why did I do that? That's not even gonna be close enough to reach. There we go. Okay, I really need to figure out. Do I just need to go at this from the bottom? Nobody clip that and make it weird. Do I just need to... I think I might just need to do that. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna do it somehow. Look, the sun's coming out. I spent way too long on this stupid spider farm. Alright, well. Here goes effing nothing. I don't even know how I'm gonna... I don't even know. Probably I might have to start it at like the bridge or something. Let me see. No, you can't even. The logistics of this are just so screwy. Don't. This is why you can't do anything when you're tired, because you're actually mentally impaired. You know, they say driving tired is almost bad as driving drunk, and you know what? I believe it. I absolutely 100% believe it. This is why. Okay, let's see if that gets me anywhere. Problem is, I don't know if I can see that. I can kind of see it. Bridge it out from here, I guess. Thank God for telekinesis, am I right? What do we do without that? We're gonna have to, like, mine all this out of the way. Yeah, sure. Chill. Lit. Question mark? I don't even know if we can go further than that. We need to go further than that. This is not... We need like 2 blocks deeper than that. Maybe. Maybe if we do like something with half slabs, I don't know. Oh. I'm just a mess. Simply a mess. Wonderful mess. You know, at least I'm getting experience for this. One thing I have to say about that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, like, do, like, a whole... Oh, boy. Oh, boy, this is gonna be fun, ain't it? It's not. It's not gonna be fun. Yeah, that's the level I need to be on. I need to be like this. And I'm out. Thank God I still got another stack. I can also start mining this out, because I'm not gonna need it. It's just gonna look ugly. Quality content, am I right? Quality content. You know, the thing is that I've learned is to make a less boring task. A boring task less boring. Is you have to spice it up with like a little story or something. You have to add a little flavor. So a lot of times when I do HYPIXEL, you know, before I started streaming, I would just listen to podcasts. That's what I would do. Because that's the kind of person I am. I think that says a lot about me. And yeah, I just like listening to people talk because I feel like it really gives you a sense of the world. It gives you a sense of life and experiences, and sometimes it's just nice to hear like people tell like what dumb things they've done or silly experiences or encounters they have. Like that's why I love like Simply Podlogical. I've mentioned this before. Simply Podlogical, which is Simply Nailogical, and her common law partner, basically her husband, Ben's podcast. So Christine and Ben, they're pretty well-known YouTubers. Christine especially. Yeah, they Ooh. That was a mistake. They've got a podcast, and I honestly love it because, you know, Christine kind of gets to be more herself, and they just talk about, like, normal people things. And it's just so refreshing, I feel like, to just hear, like, about their kind of, like, normal lives. You know? It's just so refreshing. I really appreciate it. They tell, like, these, like, crazy stories, or just even, like, not crazy stories of, like, things they did as kids. Like, how Ben was... I think he... God, I can't even remember the whole story anymore. Something about him getting run over in high school. It was ridiculous. I think he, like, jumped on someone's hood as a prank, and then it just went very wrong from there. Alright, let me get a sense of where the middle is. Yeah, so that block is the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look alive. Alright. It's just funny. I like hearing people talk about their lives. So that naturally, the next thing I start doing, start talking about my life, as if people care. But you know, I figure if people start caring by some random chance, it's all here, you know? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'd be this block. Hello. I need 75 more string. Alright, good to know. Look at that. I figured it out. After a long, arduous process. That took way too much of my time, but I figured it out. That's the important thing. I figured it out. It's also sometimes nice to stream. Like, this isn't related at all. It's also sometimes nice to stream to get your mind off of things, play games to get your mind off of things. Like, right now, I feel sick. I feel really sick. Oh my god. I really need to go see a doctor about it, and I keep forgetting. I, like, can't navigate the website. It's not a horrible website. There are definitely much worse websites, but I'm just having trouble navigating the, you know, the hospital website or whatever, and I can't get an appointment set up, and it's just a real pain, and I need to ask, and I don't like asking people for things, and I'm just stubborn. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. I just can't eat a whole lot anymore, and that's probably concerning, but... And I didn't think about it this morning. I probably should have just gone for food first, and then I didn't, and then I had, like, Starbucks, and if you know anything about Starbucks, that stuff is all calories, and just, oh, God. I need to stop drinking that crap. I think it doesn't help anything. I think it makes me sicker. Well, I'm just hoping some carbonation will help settle it. I've had some gum. I don't know. Got my dad's, like, gastrointestinal problems, and my mom's circulatory problems. It'll all work out in the end. And by workout, we'll see. Be nice my earbuds stop falling out, though. That's another thing! I got ears that, just don't fit earbuds, and I had never met anyone with the same problem until one very awkward day in April. I was at one of my best friend's house, and I was like, her mom was doing something, and she's like, yeah, I just can't get these earbuds to work. And they never fit in my ears properly, and I was like, wow, somebody who can relate to that. Like, you know, I've never met somebody, who could relate to that problem. So, cool story. Great story. I just can't. Like, the only earbuds that truly fit are Apple type. Though I've recently found a brand. I think it's called, I don't even know what it's called. But it's kind of like Apple. It's shaped kind of like the Apple earbuds are, but it's not. It's different enough to be, like, non-copyright, trademark, whatever. It's enough so they don't get sued. It's different enough so they don't get sued. So, But it's not different enough that it doesn't, like, not fit my ears too bad, so. Those worked pretty well, too. I don't even remember the brand. I think it's like Heya or something. Not sponsored. Like, man. Oof. Probably won't stream as long as I thought, because I was like, oh, I'll stream for a while. I thought I would be feeling better than this. Health is important. And as much as I would like to play Skyblock, at some point you just need to take a Pepto-Bismol and take a nap. Oof, okay, time to go sell stuff, I think. The abrupt change in sound there is not very much appreciated, but alright. I don't know why I come all the way over here. I always go to this guy. Always this guy. I don't know why. Okay, there's a little more money. Let's see what I got in the bank. Because I'm pretty sure I depleted, like, everything. 80. Yeah, okay. That's not a ton. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it's just like the lack of music after all of a sudden. It's just so eerie. I don't appreciate it. Oof. I have no idea what I'm doing, by the way. There's no objective here other than wait for my minions to get me more things. Like, I could go to the spider place and attack more spiders and... Nah. I guess I can go get some wheat. Wheat's always useful. Maybe I should just craft more minions. That's an idea. Just start stacking them. Stack my minions up. Make a little wheat pyramid. I'll be the wheat Technoblade. I'll be the Technoblade of wheat. Which is funny because I actually like potatoes more. Which is very Irish of me. My Irish blood. But that's what you get for being Irish on both sides, isn't it? I don't like carrots. I like carrots, but only if they're raw. But it's like, I love potatoes. I love potatoes, man. Totally meant to be Irish, clearly. Ooh. I don't know if that's TOS or not, but I'm just gonna leave it. You know, nothing shocks me anymore. There's just nothing left to shock. There really isn't. I mean, once you've seen the Dream SMP, you've seen everything, I feel like. Oh well. Well, at least it's community building, right? Yeah, community building. Sure. Actually, you know what? This is probably a decent time to go on a rant. So, the thing with drugs, and I don't mean like, I don't know how much I can get into this without breaking TOS. I'm talking like higher grade, the stuff that'll get you unalived. The problem with that stuff is that generally tends to ruin communities. Okay, that's the problem. And people make a lot of lightness and jokes about it, and they like, oh, like, haha, drugs, haha. But it's like, nah, you know, that stuff ruins people's lives. You know, people lose people because of that stuff. And it's a very serious problem. I mean, you know, before, more current events, the big epidemic we'd hear about is, you know, basically opiates. And it's like, I don't know, you just can't. I don't feel like we should be taking it too lightly when, you know, like, probably a lot of people know somebody or know somebody who knows somebody who's affected by it. I don't think we should be taking it so lightly. I don't think. I mean, it's like one thing to be like, oh, haha, like, you know, funny grass joke, but like that's one thing. Like, okay, like 420, whatever. Like, nobody cares about that. But like, you know, at some point, it's just not funny anymore. It's not funny because people are like actually getting hurt. You know, people are getting stolen from. People are getting like there's like this horrible market of network, and it's just bad. And it's not something to be messed around with. It's not a joke. I don't know. I think people lose sight of that a lot. With like a lot of things actually. Like this isn't calling anyone out in particular. This is just like in general. I see that everywhere. And it's the same thing with like cults. People often joke about that or like, "Oh, haha, you know, this my followers on Twitter or whatever, haha, they're a cult now." And it's like, it's not that funny, you guys. You know, you realize that stuff like, you know, gets people like nowhere good, you know, and a lot of bad practices and a lot of messed up stuff going on in there, and you know, there's like some really, really bad, like messed up things going on, and like really, like real consequences come from this kind of thing. And I don't think people really stop to think about that before going on about this and that and the other. And I don't know. I think there's just a lot of things that are normalized in our society that we don't really like think before we speak about. I think we should. I think that's a discussion that needs to be had. I really hope that was all TOS. But it's just not funny. So it's really not. It's you know, there's ways of being funny without having to be insensitive to other people's, like, you know, traumas or, you know, poor life experiences they'd probably rather not have mocked or be reminded of. I think that's just something to keep in mind. This is something to keep in mind. For the same reason, like, you know, racist jokes are bad. You don't make racist jokes because racism affects people every day, and it's a horrible thing, and it's, you know, it affects people so badly, like, that people, like, lose people, and you don't, it's not funny. Maybe that's not the best example, because people are still so racist in this day and age, they don't see what's wrong with it, but, you know. It's just not funny. There we go. There's a good rant for you. My rant to my audience of about 1. Stop the spam. Yeah, I'll go with that. Now, if you really want, like, you know, a good joke, like, you know, good jokes, there are, like, so many better ways of making good jokes. Like, oh, of course now I'm blanking. There are no good jokes. They're all gone. They vanished. They've taken all the jokes. There are good jokes, though. I mean, like, I have terrible memory and I can't think of them, but I know they're out there. Yeah, good talk. Good talk, Luca. Good talk. Good talk. Real good talk. If I think of one, I'll figure it out. Like eating moss. Okay, that's really oddly specific, but like eating moss, okay? Like you can joke about eating moss and like because it's kind of funny to think like, oh, haha, you know, you might eat something inedible, and like in most cases, I don't think moss is that toxic, and you know, moss isn't really gonna hurt anyone. So like, you know, haha, you eat a little piece of moss, like in Deltarune, this is like moss. This is moss. It's kind of funny. he who moss. Like, that's funny. Okay? Like, that's funny. Or puns. Puns are funny. Until they're annoying. I know, like, I think everybody knows, like, one or two people who make puns all the time, and they're like, oh my god, please stop. Like, stop with the puns. It's too much. Like, stop. Enough, please. But you know what I'm saying. There's ways to be funny without being ridiculously offensive, and I think that's something a lot of people glaze over in life. Especially, like, edgy comedians. God, dark humor and edge humor, like edgelord humor, I feel like that's gotten way out of control these days. This turned into a way longer of a rant than I meant it to, but it will. It's just gotten out of control, man. It's just gotten way out of control. You got people going and making these, like, ooh, haha, funny, like, this person's unalive jokes. And it's like, that's not funny. I mean, unless, like, the only... Dark humor is only funny if you make it... I don't know how to word it. Somebody worded it really well once. They're like, dark humor is... Oh, shit. Let me put that back. Dark humor is only funny if you, like, kind of, like... You're, like, laughing with someone, not at someone or something, or if you make it, like, about yourself. Like, you take it from your experience. So then you're not, like, exploiting anyone. You're just taking it from your experience. It's like, I agree with that. I agree with that wholeheartedly, because there's a big difference in saying, oh, haha, like, I got in a car crash or whatever, but at least I had Megan Thee Stallion playing, and saying, oh, well, I don't know, like, haha, my cousin got in a car crash, but, you know, like, Megan Thee Stallion's playing. Like, I feel like there's a big difference between that. I feel like people would just be more concerned for your cousin and be like, dude, that's kind of like a jerk move to say. I don't even know. Again, my viewer count's been really glitchy lately, so I don't even know if, like, it's accurate or not. It says one person, and if you are in there, one person, I'm so sorry for doubting my viewer count. You know, thank you. Thank you for sticking with me in my rambling. I just don't know, because, I don't know. At one point it said I had, like, 5, or, no, not 5. It said I had 3 viewers, and literally the only person who had been watching me, was my friend. And I never saw more than 3, but my email is like, oh, here's your stream report or whatever. It said 5. I was like, what are you going on about? It was literally me and Caroline. That's it. And it's like, I wasn't even watching the stream on a separate device or anything. And it's like, I don't even think my sister knows about my Twitch channel yet. And the little I thing only said 2, or not 2, 1. So I don't know. My sister doesn't even have Twitch. Okay, she's. I've been thinking about this a lot. She doesn't have Twitch, and I was like, for a while, I was like, oh, maybe I'll get you Twitch or something, or I'll let you use my account. And I was like my offline account, not this one. I had, like, a regular one before this, just, like, a chill one. And then I saw what Tommy in it would stream sometimes, and I was like, maybe not. Maybe I don't expose her to that just yet. I mean, obviously there's worse, but... there are some duties as an older sibling. You just gotta be like, nah. Okay, spider sword, does that, like, do, like, extra damage against spiders or something? 'Cause I will take that. Recipes. Woo? A whoa? I will take this, actually. Hold up. Hold up. So it's just a stick and 2 spider eyes. Are you serious? Wait, dude, I will so get that. Hold on. Right now what I have is actually, you can't see it. It's like, an end sword. It deals 100% damage to endermites, ender dragons, and endermen. But it also has a bunch of other crap on it. I just liked it because it was diamond. and I thought I'd be getting to the end much sooner than I haven't. I haven't gotten to the end yet. But it's got a bunch of other good shit on it. It's got Scavenger and Telekinesis and Bane Arthropods on it. So. And I also reforged it. A couple times, I think. Once or twice. I can't remember. Memory Boy? Who's that? That couldn't be me. I think I literally got a clip last stream of me talking about Ranboo and his memory loss, and then forgetting what I was talking about in the middle of talking about that. And then being like, yeah, but anyways, I related to Ranboo's memory loss. It's just, oh my god. Cringe. Cringe comp. That one's going in the cringe comp. I'm pretty sure I posted that as a clip. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's not even close to enough. Nope. Nowhere near. I didn't even make the sword I was talking about. Sick. Alright. I'll just, like, put telekinesis or something on that. And then maybe I'll go fight spiders. That might be cool. Right? I don't know. Spider-Minion's been very handy. I'm glad I decided to make that. I don't know what I'm doing. Just, and 31 is not visible by 9. R.I.P. I know some basic maths. Not a lot. Just some. Okay. Alright, well... let's see if we can make anything. I don't think we can, but let's... Well... Yeah, no, that's not enough. Unless we have someone here. Ooh, now we can. Now we probably can. Yeah, that'll be enough, I think. Yeah, that's plenty. Alright, over halfway there now. Yep, just go on top. No, let's go. Jeez. Alright, we just go in, get that sword. Some telekinesis, because I'm going to want all the string and stuff, because I want a grappling hook. No particular reason. I just do. I'm pretty sure I've got enough levels. Telekinesis. Yeah. 5. Yeah, I got plenty. I did see sharpness. I don't know why I haven't put sharpness on this. Oh, it removes Bane of Arthropods, though. Oh, shit. I don't know. I mean... And also, it's 30 levels. Do I even have 30 levels? Because I think I just took a bunch off. Maybe I get more levels. Ooh, can I have my sword back? Thank you. Yeah, I don't have that, so I'm gonna need to go smack something equal. So, I wonder if that means if you just can't have any, like, Bane of anything? Like, you can't have, like, Smite or Bane of Arthropods? God, the wildest things you see in chat sometimes. Nobody cares about you using mommy's credit card on Hypixel. Like, that's so wild. Nobody sees, like, it's just the wildest thing, okay? It's like school, but, like, not, because nobody goes to school anymore. Remember when we all went to school? I don't. That was a really long time ago. That was, like, almost a year ago. That was a long freaking time ago, man. Who pays $200 for this game? You can buy 4 better games. I mean, it's not wrong. I mean, the industry at this point, you know, the standard is about $60 per AAA game. And then that's not on sale. I mean, if you get them on sale, then it's 50 or 40. People were like, oh, nobody's gonna buy the PlayStation 5 with the disc drive, and I was like, I might. Well, actually, I didn't end up buying it. my grandma somehow got her hands on one in time for Christmas for me and my sister. I want to clarify. It's not just for me. It's for me and my sister, even though my sister's not as much of a gamer. She still plays some games. She mostly plays Minecraft and Slime Rancher. And Terraria. She plays a lot of Terraria. But she somehow got her hands on one from, like, X stock or something like that, and it was so wild. I don't even know, like, it seems like a legitimate PlayStation. I mean, I've disassembled consoles before. I'm literally repairing an iPad Air 2 at the moment. I just gotta get off my ass and put the battery in it. That's all I gotta do, really. And then I've got that solved. Have I even been over here? I don't even think I've come over here. What is this? Yeah. Oh, that's just mines. I've been over there. It's just silly. I don't know. But yeah, I was like, yeah, I told her, I was like, because she did kind of warn, like, me and my sister in advance. She was like, well, if you wanted one of the new consoles coming out, if you wanted, like, an Xbox, like, would you want an Xbox, like, I don't even remember what they called it, like, it was the Xbox X or something? Would you want an Xbox X or a PlayStation 5? And I think, like, I talked to my sister about it, and we decided we wanted a PlayStation 5. And that one came with the option of disc drive or no disc drive. And I was like, if we're getting one, we're gonna want one with a disc drive. I know it's a little more expensive, but it means you save deals on games in the long run, so you can just go into the store in, like, 4 years, and they'll have, like, I don't know, frickin' Borderlands 3 for $15. It's like, you're never gonna get that on an online store. It's just gonna be the same. It's gonna be like $50. And it's like, that's ridiculous. It's not worth it. I mean, I actually did get a copy of Borderlands 3 for, I want to say $20 for Xbox One. Xbox One. I got it back in, like, beginning of the pandemic. It was really nuts. I was at Best Buy and I saw it, and I wasn't even meant to be getting games. I was just randomly walking past the games aisle, and I was like, I haven't even, like, started playing Borderlands yet. I was just like, that's just too good of a deal to pass up. So I got it. Also, like, pro tip, download Epic Games, because that shit, like, they do, like, a free game or two every month, and that shit is absolutely worth it. 100% worth it. I didn't even know about it until, you know, my dad was like, oh, like, have you heard of the game, like, What Remains of Edith Finch? And I think I watched, like, Mark or Jacksepticeye play it. I can't even remember, it's been so long. And I was like, oh, I love that game, you know, and I had just gotten my laptop, which is, like, i5 Intel Core, 8 gigs of RAM, which is, like, not a lot, but I was able to play it. And he was like, well, it's free, you just gotta download this thing. And I was like, okay. So I did, and now it's, like, free game or two every month. And I found some of the best effing games that I never would have discovered otherwise through that. And it's completely free. Like, this isn't sponsored at all, by the way. Like, this is not sponsored. Not a paid promotion. Like, I just love that shit. Some of the games are, like, not my thing at all, but occasionally, like, there's a gem in there, or a hidden gem, and it's just so good. And once they had Borderlands, like, they literally had Borderlands, the pre-sequel, and Borderlands 2, both games, for free, in a bundle. Both of them. And this is when I still had my laptop, and so obviously they didn't run very well. I think I actually tried Twitch streaming Borderlands 2, and it was so bad, it did not go well whatsoever. Because that computer just could not handle it. Okay, really, I'm getting bullied. I'm getting absolutely bullied. But it was such a good deal. And then I eventually got Borderlands 1 on, like, in that same store, in another store. There's a vintage store in town that sells, like, mostly, like, older games or older consoles. Yeah, and it's, like, honestly one of the best places ever. I'm just gonna AFK here for a bit. It's one of the best things ever. I love that store to bits. It's local, it's not a chain, so I can't really say the name of it. But it's just such a cool place. It used to be near my old therapy office. Haha, back when I used to go to therapy. I quit. Long story. But it just has so much cool stuff there, and they have old games, and some of them are expensive, and some of them aren't. And it's just like, I was going through the rack, and I was like, well, shoot, I've got Borderlands 3, you know, because I got that at Best Buy. I've got, like, for the Xbox, and I've got 1 and 2 for my computer, and I didn't have my PC yet, but I was planning on getting one. And I was like, and here's Borderlands 1 for Xbox 360, and it's like, I know 1 is backwards compatible, and it's like, well, hell yeah, I'll buy that. And it was like $10? Maybe less? For freaking Borderlands on the Xbox. And I was just so nuts, man. I love that game, by the way. Borderlands is cool. I mean, you can definitely tell it's from 2008, and it's very dated. The sexism is real. But in some ways, it's kind of nostalgic. Like, both in a good way and a bad way. It just brings up a lot of mixed feelings, because, you know, you see, like, Lilith, and you're like, oh, man, like, that's so over-sexualized, and she's like, oh, like, how'd you get your powers? And she's like, well, I'm just so hot, anyone who's hot as me can do it, and it's just like, oh my god, that's so, like, 2008 sexist, but, like, ugh, and, like, obviously, she's, like, over-sexualized to the max, and it's like, but you know what? But you know what? I still played her. I'm still playing as her. That's the character I chose. Obviously. Obviously, I'm choosing Magic Lady. Cute Magic Lady, obviously. Why wouldn't I? So. Borderlands is just interesting, and I really need to get back into playing it. I actually wanted to make a series on it. I wanted to make Borderlands videos, but I realized I'd have to play the games in order. And I was like, you know what? I'm not getting a capture card for a while, because the thing is, even if I did get a capture card, that would require me hauling up, because I have my PC in my room, which is shocking, because I'll get into that later. I have my PC in my room, and the consoles are all downstairs in, like, the family room, and, like, where they're hooked up to the TV, except for my Switch. My Switch goes wherever the heck it needs to go, basically, because I have, like, basically 3 hookups for my Switch for the TV, because I have the one I got with my Switch, the one my sister got with her Switch that basically lives down with the rest of the consoles, which I use sometimes, and, like, with the main TV, and then I've got a second hookup that's, like, very non-traditional, but it works. And that's probably what I'd use if I ever used a capture card. I'd use that. I wouldn't use, like, the dock. I'd just use that. It'd be way easier, I think. Just on my PC and stuff with a capture card. And that goes to, like, we have a TV in the basement. I don't know why. That's another story. But it's down there if I want to do exercise, because I've got, like, some exercise games on my Switch, and it just helps me be more active, so. The basement's nice and cold, and there's mats on the floor, and, like, bouncy exercise equipment. And it's just nice and good. It's chill. But, yeah. So, I mean, I'm not hauling the Xbox up here every damn day. Definitely not the PlayStation. Either PlayStation, because we have 2, which is, like, honestly, like, we have way too many consoles. And part of that's my fault. Part of that is my fault, okay? Like, the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5 aren't just mine. They're family consoles. They were both given to me and my sister for Christmas. And I think the only reason we got the PlayStation 4 in the first place was because, long story short, my mom was in the hospital that year, and, like, my dad was basically by her side 24/7, and, like, I think, because before that, my parents had a very strict, like, you can't get anything, no gaming, anything for anyone, like, you can't do that, nope, absolutely not, like, very strict policy, like, they wouldn't let my grandma get me, like, a Nintendo DS, like, a Nintendo DS2. I had to buy one off my friend on the playground for, like, I want to say $30. It was a sick deal, sick trade, thank you, Sam. Shout out to Sam, giving me his old DS. And a game. Lego Star Wars The Clone Wars 3. Best freaking game. Anyways. So that was a really big deal, because obviously we were not expecting to get that. And yeah, it was just sick, man. It was just sick. And we got that, and it's like, well, obviously it's kind of a pity thing because, like, mom's in the hospital for like health reasons, and like she might die, and I mean, she's fine now. She's like completely fine. She's back at work. She's like chilling. She's vibing. Heck, she even got the vaccine for the word we cannot say. Um, so she's like all good to go. Even she's a healthcare worker. That's why. So, but it's just like, yeah, I don't know. That was so that's our family console, and then I guess after that our parents are just very lenient about it now. Because now we just have a PlayStation 5, like, 2 years later. 2 years later, that's what we got for Christmas. Except we knew that was coming, and I actually could guess which box it was. I was very nosy this Christmas. I was incredibly nosy. I was a pain. I was measuring boxes. I was hoping to get a PC for Christmas. And then it didn't happen. I was very disappointed, and my parents were like, oh, like, you'll get one for your birthday if you're good. And it's like, I couldn't tell if they were joking or not, and it was kind of messed up. But then for my birthday, they were like, well, here's this little box. And I pulled out, it's like a little math game. Like, literally a freaking math game. And it didn't even have batteries in it that were charged, so it didn't work. It didn't even work, mind you. I was like, why are you giving me this old toy from the attic? And they're like, well, it's like representative of something. I was like, representative of what? And they're like, well, if you can trade that in for a PC. And I was like, oh. So anyways, now I feel guilty because I have a really expensive gaming PC that costs more than my life probably ever will. Only because it would be way more money than I could have ever saved up for it myself, probably. Even if I still had my job, which I do not. Unemployment pog. So now I will forever feel guilt about that. But no, usually I have to pay for my own stuff. So it's like the one thing I didn't pay for. Is that. That and my phone. That's literally it. I didn't pay for my phone. That was a Christmas present from a long, long time ago. It's actually starting to have issues now. I have the oldest phone in the family now. My sister has. I'm really salty about this. I love my sister, but I'm so salty. She has an iPhone 10. I'm really salty about it. I have an 8, so it's whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I'll just be salty about it for forever. What I really need to find is the community shop. Like, where is that? Where is the community shop? Would it be over by the bazaar? I don't know. I don't know where that is. I feel like it'd be over here. I just don't know. Rip. I mean, not a surprise, but rip. Ugh. I don't even know what I was talking about originally before I went off on this massive console tangent. I guess the console. I think I was talking about what consoles are mine and what consoles are the families, and the only consoles that are the families at this point are the 2 PlayStations. I say the 2 PlayStations. There's actually 3. But the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5, those are family consoles. I mean, technically the Xbox also gets used by everybody, but that is technically mine. I paid for most of that. But then I also, because I'm a retro gaming, like, I'm very retro as a person, and I love retro gaming, and that, I've got a PlayStation 1. My noise cancellation is, like, knocking it out, but that's my PlayStation 1, sitting right next to me, and it's plugged into the giant box television to my left. And I've got a GameCube. Got a Nintendo GameCube. That's also mine. And that's in another room with my TV that was not allowed to be in my room. Like, this this is a whole crazy story. This is what I mentioned earlier. So the crazy thing is, there's this rule for a long time where it's like, and it's like gotten really murky lately, where it's like I'm not allowed, like I'm 18, by the way. I turned 18 not even a month. It's not even been a month. But I turned 18. So I'm a legal adult now. You know, just chilling in my parents' house till I finish high school and then boom, off college. Hopefully. If all goes to plan. I've gotten into two, and one of them was one of my dream colleges, so I'm very excited about that. I learned about that yesterday. It was very exciting. Big prog. We've not been allowed to have devices in our rooms, or I think the technical term was upstairs or whatever. We're not allowed to have devices upstairs. So when we first got an iPad in, like, I want to say 2011. Yeah, 2011, because I know its production was delayed by the massive tsunami in Japan. That's the reason I remember. It's kind of fucked up. Like, we weren't allowed to really bring that upstairs for a while. That wasn't allowed. And when I got my phone, my smartphone, I wasn't allowed to have that with me at night. I had to come plug it in downstairs. And that's been a rule for forever. Same when I got my laptop. I've always had to plug them in downstairs. And, like, my Apple Watch that I bought myself, by the way. My parents just didn't just buy me an Apple Watch. That was when I was a freshman. I was like, I want to spend $200 on an Apple Watch Series 1. And so I did. I mean, I don't entirely regret it. I just think it was kind of silly. I still think it was a little bit silly. But I don't entirely regret it. Because it is useful for, like, health tracking and stuff. It's useful at my job, too. But it just, I don't know, it was just a rule that, like, nobody else seemed to really have. Like, all my friends and stuff, like, obviously, most of them had had smartphones longer than I had. Like, I only recently got a smartphone. I never knew what Vine was. I was so, like, kind of sheltered. I didn't know what Vine was at all. My friends / classmates, because, you know, I was in a very small class, and so it was basically the same thing, would just be like, oh yeah, they'd make Vine references all day and all night, and I wouldn't know what the frick they were talking about. Because I've never even heard of Vine. I didn't know what Vine was, you know? Like, you could have shown me a Vine, and I've been like, I don't know what that is. So, I never actually got to go on Vine. I never had a Vine account. You know, by the time I was aware of it and knew what it was too late. Vine had shut down. It was too late. Literally. It was so sad, because Vines are one of my favorite things now. I watch compilations on YouTube all the time. I love Vines. And I'm an avid TikToker now. But, so they've had their phones longer than me, and, you know, they always get to, like, keep their phones with them. And they, like, get to plug them in, and they're like, oh yeah, I stay up super late at night texting or whatever. And it's like, I'd have to be like, oh, I have to go. I can't text anymore. Like, my parents are making me go to bed. And this is back when my parents actually enforced a bedtime for me. Which, at the time, I believe was 8:30. Which sounds really ridiculous now, but it was like, I was 12 or 13. Which, like, it sounds, like, so unrealistic nowadays. And honestly, like, my sister doesn't even have that bedtime anymore. And, like, she's around that age, and, like, in that age range. And her bedtime is, like, 10:30-ish. She gets called upstairs to bed at 10:30, but she doesn't go to bed till around 11. And it's just freaking nuts to me, man. It's just nuts, okay? Like, the parents really will be like, whatever, for the second child. They'll be so, like, so strict for the first child, and the second child's just like, do whatever the frick you want, you know? Like, we don't care. And, like, I don't know. It's such a weird practice. I don't know. It's something I've noticed. And, so, I'd be the lame one, because I was never up late, I was never texting, I didn't have Vine. This has become me ranting about middle school, but anyways. And I couldn't even have my phone with me, like, plugged in my room, even if I wasn't using it. And my mom would actually go through my phone, and I didn't realize how big of a deal this was at the time. I thought it was normal. But she would go through my phone, and for a while I thought she would just, like, I didn't think she would actually do it, and I didn't really have much to hide at the time. I think I had a Google Plus account that I was, like, I guess I would just be embarrassed if she found. That I would, like, but I don't even think I switched or anything out of the Google Plus account. Like, I didn't even switch accounts, like, because obviously I had, like, my regular Gmail account. I had a Gmail account because I needed one for school because that was before they started doing Google Classroom at my school. So I needed a Gmail account to do collaborative, like, Google Docs with my classmates. But my parents let me get an email account, and it was very mature for, like, you know, like oh, such a, they acted like such a big responsibility, and like they had to have my emails go through their computer for so many years. Like, literally, it wasn't until I changed my password, because they had to have my passwords for everything too, which is also really weird when I think about it now. They had my passwords for literally everything, every single account, every single device, and I kind of hate thinking about that. Uh, but they had the password to my email, and literally my email would go to the family computer, like, and go to like the family computer so they could monitor my emails and like read my emails to make sure I wasn't talking, like, I don't even know what. But they just monitor my emails, and it's just so, like, it was such a big invasion of privacy, like, that I didn't even realize at the time. But now it's kind of like, it's definitely contributed to how I, you know, like, what I do and don't tell them, because they don't know what my Twitch channel is. They don't know what my YouTube channel is. They don't know a lot of things. I never tell them about half my accounts these days. Like, they never know. Because it's just, they, you know, like, whether intentionally or not, like, it's just so many trust issues there. I don't know. And just, anyways, so my mom would go through my phone. Like, it was, like, one, like, like, maybe I'd be embarrassed if she found out, because I think I was, like, into one, like, cringe anime at the time. And that was mainly what I used that account for. I'm not even gonna say what the anime was. I don't even remember. But she didn't, she's like, and then one night, I did softball at the time. This is when I was just starting softball. And she's like, oh yeah, like, one time after softball practice, she was like, you know, she was walking me back to the car, and she was gonna drive me home. She's like, oh yeah, you know, I went through your phone, yada yada. And I was like, you went through my phone? She's like, yeah. And I was like, well, did you find anything? And she's like, no. And I was like, kind of like inside, like, breathing a sigh of relief, because like, oh, she didn't find my cringe fail anime like Google Plus account. But it really messed with me. It really broke my trust for so many years, because she made me give her the password to that phone, and when I can't remember, I'm pretty sure when I got my new phone, I don't know if she asked for it or not, but I didn't give it to her. I never gave anyone, my parents, the password to my phone when I got my new one, which was years later. Because I had an iPhone 5 at that time. That was the hand-me-down phone. And I had to earn that, by the way. That wasn't just like, oh, we're gonna give you a phone now because, you know, it's time or whatever, like, you know, or, you know, you might need it because you're walking like a mile to school by yourself, back, like a mile to school and back. No, no, no. No, I had to earn it. I took the SSAT twice because they didn't like my scores the first time. And, it was to get into it was to apply to this high school that required SSAT scores. It was really ridiculous. I didn't even get in. And it was just ridiculous. Anyways. But, and they were like, well, if you take it twice, we'll let you pick. You can have either a laptop or a phone. And I was like, well, I want a phone. So that's what I got. I got the hand-me-down phone. Literally. Oldest phone in the family. It was the very first iPhone that had ever existed in the family, and it still technically exists. It's just very busted, and it needs a new battery and it's the screen replaced. At this point, it's probably not worth it, but I mean, I could technically repair it if I wanted to. I just, you know, there's not a whole lot of point. It's just sentimental right now, I guess. And also, it became my sister's after, because there were two iPhone 5s, one for my mom, one for my dad, back when they were new. And then, my mom lost my sister's iPhone 5, and then she had to use mine, old iPhone 5. And I was like, well, okay, fine. I guess. It was really something. But it really does, like, having parents go through your stuff really does affect your privacy, like, how you view privacy and all that. Because it's like, I never kept anything personal on there after that, because it was like, well, obviously she's just gonna go through anything. So just never left anything open on there anymore. I remember when because I mentioned, she's in the hospital for a while. I really, like, one of the more vivid memories I have of her being in the hospital is like, oh, phew, I don't have to worry about her or, like, dad going through my phone anymore. Like, dad's never that big of a deal. Like, he never really made a big deal about going through my stuff. It's pretty much just her. And I was like, oh, thank God, I don't have to worry about mom going through my phone anymore. And I was just like, I think that really says a lot, honestly. And it's kind of fucked up that I even had to think that. Like, to this day, if I can put a passcode lock on something, I can. And it, like, actually freaks me out that I can't put a passcode lock on my Nintendo Switch. It freaks me out that I can't do that. And I literally don't, like, that doesn't even have, like, a web browser or anything. It has nothing. Like, what are they gonna see? My YouTube history? They're gonna see that I watch, like, Ask a Mortician? They're gonna see that I watch Tommy Innit? Oh no, like, how horrible. They already know this. I talk about it with my friends. I talk about it with my sister, for crying out loud. But, I don't know, it still freaks me out. So, and just, like, a note to parents out there, maybe just don't invade your kids' privacy so much, and it won't fuck them up for life. Because I think it really did fuck me over. I really do think it fucked me up. I don't think it, I guess I understand, like, you want to, like, make sure your kid's not getting, like, like, going on Omegle at, like, 12 and seeing stuff and doing stuff they shouldn't be doing, but I feel like there's a line between that and just being just ridiculous, I feel like there's a line. And now I have my PC in my room, and that's fine, but, like, literally months ago, like, back in last summer, I couldn't have anything in my room. I had, it was, like, a big deal because when I took the SAT, like, the proper SAT, my mom was like, and she made it clear she didn't think I was gonna get this. She's like, if you get, like, over a 1200, it's like, if you get over a 1200 or something, then I'll let you keep the old box TV that came with the house. It has, like, a DVD player and a VHS player in it. It's, like, built in, and I really love that, because I like VHS and stuff. VHS player's actually broken, and I want to get it fixed, and I really want to fix it myself, but I also don't want to mess it up, so, I don't know. But the DVD player works, and, AV port works, so that's what I have my PlayStation 1 plugged into. But it's just, like, it's so nuts, because she, like, I was like, hey, can I, like, move this in my room? Like, it's sitting in the attic, no one's using it, and my mom's like, no, absolutely not. My dad's like, why not? It's like, it's fine, like, what are you gonna do? Like, it's not like it has internet access, for Christ's sakes. Like, it's a freaking box TV. I looked it up, it's from the 70s. It's a goddamn Magnavox. Like, come on, guys. I'm not, and also, like, I was 17 at this point, so it's like, it's not like I'm a child. Like, first of all, also, it's a box TV, which I don't know if any of you, like, know what a box TV is, but those things are loud. If you turn one of them on, you're gonna hear it. So it's like, I don't know about you, but if I happen to, try and turn this thing on in the middle of the night, I feel like you're gonna hear the giant sweep. I feel like you're gonna hear that. Just saying. Because it's like this massive, like, static discharge every time you turn one of those things on or off, and it makes a bunch of clunking noises, and it's probably a fire hazard, and it's just loud as hell. And it's like, it's just so loud. And it's like, how would you not hear it if I was watching, like, if that's really your concern, is me watching TV in the middle of the night? Like, how would you not hear that? How would you not? Like, that just seems ridiculous to me. But anyways, my dad was like, yeah, sure, but then my mom, just ask your mom, and my mom's like, absolutely not, like, no way, like, why would I ever? And then she finally was like, when she listened to my dad, she's like, fine, only if you get over 1200. Well, this bitch got, like, by some miracle, got over 1200 on the SAT. Not entirely sure how that happened, because I was also hallucinating like a motherfucker. Not from drugs or anything, just mental illness. And yeah. That's that. Now I have a box TV in my room. So, there was such a big fuss about this box TV, but now I have a literal freaking internet PC in my room. This big box that can connect to the internet, I can plug headphones into, I can sit here, I can access anything in the world. Anything in the world. I've got a monitor for it too, a microphone. I could do anything. I could do literally anything, and that's fine, I guess. No second thoughts, no hesitations, nothing. And when I talked about my TV in the other room, I mean like I have like an actual like mini flat screen TV that I bought from like a school garage sale. Somebody donated it. Because our theater was having a bit of a garage sale for profits. You know, to go to the theater department because you know we're always a little bit lacking in funds. You know, it's just how it is. You know, sports teams always just get a bit of more of a cut than we do. It's just how it works, unfortunately. And it just, I bought it with my own money. And I even asked them first if I could buy it with my own money. And then they made me put it in my dad's office. So now he practically watches, he uses that thing. That's technically where my Nintendo Switch is docked. Like, I put my dock attached to that. And, that's also what my GameCube is plugged into. But he honestly kind of watches stuff on it more than I do, because he, like, gets, like, the free broadcast of, like, football or NFL, and he just watches stuff on it. And it's just kind of ridiculous, and it's like, because I couldn't have it in my room. That was not allowed. Absolutely not. No, no, no. Even though, at the time, all I had was... I don't even think I had my Switch yet. I don't even think I had a GameCube yet. I think it was just the TV. I was like, well, what could I even plug into it? I have nothing to plug into it. And they wouldn't let me have it in my room. So it's so befuddling to me. It's so absolutely befuddling. Parents make no sense. Part of the reason I'm kind of scared to have kids, ever. It scares me, okay? Like, they don't make any sense. Adults don't make sense. That's why I didn't want to become one, but here I am, almost a month into being 18. And I'm an adult. Freaks me out. I just don't like it. The only real difference of being an adult is that suddenly the consequences and stakes are much higher in literally everything that you do. That's the only difference. You also technically have a little more freedom, but it comes at a terrible, terrible price. I gotta make my own health appointments. I don't even have my own healthcare card yet. I need to get my parents to give me my damn healthcare card. Why don't I have that? Why haven't they given me that? I need to make them give me that. I barely know what healthcare plan I'm on. Jesus. World's a mess, man. That's all I gotta say. World is a goddamn mess. It's just, I don't understand. 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 Oh, fuck, I had a lot of money on me. I didn't realize I had that much money. I should have put some of it away. I don't understand. I don't understand. Don't understand. Yes, I got a rune. Oh, yeah. So big, get a rune. I don't know. That was a very long rant. That was about many things. Hi, welcome to ADHD. What chaos can I get you today? Ugh. Maybe I'll take a hot break, actually. Whew. By hot break, I mean lean back. Crack some bones. I am feeling better, though. Which is very good. I was feeling really sick, and now I'm feeling less sick. So I am happy about that. I just knocked on wood real quick. Thank goodness, my PC is set up in a shelf that's made of wood. The only problem, my only complaint with the shelf setup, actually, is the fact that I have to sit in this very old gaming chair, and it's just very not comfortable to sit in for long periods of time. It's bad for my back, it hurts my butt, it just doesn't, it's not ideal. I have a beanbag and it's kind of comfier, but it's even worse back support. And it's like I have scoliosis, and it's like, you know, it's like picking out of several evils. And I have a pillow. I have a pillow, and it's like sometimes I put it, sometimes I sit on it, sometimes I put it under my back, and it's like, you know, you just gotta choose. You gotta prioritize what you want hurting less that day. Basically. That's basically what it is. It's okay. One day I'll be in a dorm and I'll have an actual desk to put shit on. Because I do have a desk. It's not like I don't have a desk. It's just from the 1800s and it can't even fit my, like, itsy bitsy laptop in it. Not to mention a huge PC. Or a 2006 Dell monitor. Just doesn't fit anything, that's all. It's very nice though. I got it from an estate sale across the other street. Probably one of my favorite things that I have in my room. Because it was a school teacher's desk from the 1800s, and I think that's just really neat. Like, you just don't find stuff like that a lot. Got part of a label on the back, which is semi-visible the way I have it in my room. And it says, like, if found, please, like, return to... I couldn't see where for destruction. I was like, why would you ever want to destroy such a pretty desk? And it did come with the original hardware, not on it. It has, like, the handles and stuff, like the original handles in a little box. Like a little, it's like an almond tin. And it's just sitting in the drawers, and it has, like, some other handles on it. Probably some more, like, sturdier ones, I'm guessing. It'd be interesting to, like, you know, I don't know, maybe have someone clean it, restore it a little bit. I guess technically I might be able to do that myself, but I want someone who knows a little more of what they're doing to help. Or at least just watch over me. I don't know, maybe that's something I can get a family member to talk to me about. It's just nice. I like old things. Old things are nice. That's why I don't mind playing on a 2006 monitor. Like my parents really assumed, like, they were really like, oh, are you gonna get a new monitor? And I was like, no, I'm just gonna use the old one Grandma gave me. And it's just, it used to be my grandpa's. I probably did law work on it. I don't know. I wouldn't know. I don't have his old PC. But I was planning on getting a PC, so I was like, I was like, well, I don't even remember how it came out, but I was like, well, if you and Grandpa don't want the old monitor, like, I'll take it. And she's like, sure. I can bring it down sometime. And she did. And that's my monitor now. Thank you, Grandma. It saved me a good couple $100. Like, that's the thing. I think people don't realize the value of thrifting or gifting, you know? Like, it's like, you can afford to be a cheapskate in some areas. Because honestly, I don't think it affects that much. I mean, maybe the resolution isn't as high quality, but honestly, I can't tell that much of a difference. Maybe it's my eyesight. Maybe it's not. I don't see that much of a difference. Than, like, my, like, few years old, like, laptop screen. I just don't see that much of a difference. You're allowed to, like, people think you gotta pay top price or top dollar for everything. It's like, no, you don't. You know, when you go into a clothes store or something, like, only buy what's on sale, okay? Like, that's the real life hack here. Like, just go straight to the clearance rack and just buy what's on the clearance rack. Ain't no shame in it. If you really need something and it ain't on the clearance rack, try and get it if it's on sale. Okay? Like, there's no shame in it, okay? We're all just trying to save money. Ain't no shame in it. I promise. No shame. I worked retail for a while. That was my job that I had for like 6 weeks. I was seasonal retail in a department store, and I made the most of it. I bought like a good amount of clothes. I usually don't shop. I'm not a big shopper. I'll shop in big bursts or spurts. But otherwise, I don't shop, okay? Like, I'm not a big, like, clothes or makeup shopper. Like, I like the idea of having good clothes or makeup, but it's usually, like, I do it in spurts. I'll go, like, once a year. And so, my clothing spurt this year, like, my shopping spree this year was basically when I worked retail. Because, I got employee discount. What the frick? That cat's biting people. That cat's biting people. Okay, I don't know what's going on over there. Well, at least it can't bite me. Yeah, the spider sword is so much better. Thank God for the spider sword. Oh, bye, bitch. Oh, I didn't die. That's pathetic. And I made the full most of that employee discount. And because you're an employee, you know what coupons are available at what times. So I would, like, wait. I would wait until, like, you know, because I was seasonal and be around the holidays. So I bought the most, like, the majority of my stuff on, like, big holiday sales where everything was marked down, including, like, some clearance items, which is nuts because almost always coupons never work on clearance, at least at the store I worked at. I don't know, I can't say how that is for other stores, but at least where I worked, that's how it was. And so I would just wait, and then I'd go buy clothes, and I got, like, a dress I got, like, so much good crap. I got this dress, I think it was, like, $80 off the rack. I got it for, like, 60. And I think normally it would have been like 100 or 200. I'm gonna get killed. Here, don't. Oh, God. Okay. And, like, that's, like, a decent amount of money saved. Like, that's not bad. I'm not gonna complain about that. I think, and it's one of my favorite dresses, actually. I really love that dress. It's like, blue, and it has, navy blue, it has roses on it, and it's, like, shorter in the front and longer in the back. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. And one of my favorite dresses actually didn't even come from the store I worked at. It came from another store in the same mall, which they had a clearance rack, and it was like final sale only, and I was like, I'm fine with that. And one of my favorite dresses, it's like pink, like, it's like white with pink roses, kind of vintagey print, and it's got like a sweetheart neckline and a very poopy skirt. I love the poopy skirt. I pretty much got it for that skirt. And it was literally $5. It was $5. And I know this because I had already gone shopping and spent so much at Hot Topic with my ex. I think we might have still been dating at the time. But, I had already spent so much money. Like, so much money. And I barely had any money left, but I had $5. She might have spotted me a few cents. But which was really nice. It's just, like, and it's one of my favorite dresses. It was a little tight, and I have to modify it slightly. But I bought lace, so I'm gonna make the back, because it didn't quite zip up the back. But it's like, honestly, you can solve that problem in the short term by wearing a jacket over it, or a vest over it, and then nobody sees the back. Problem solved. And it looks fine in the front. And it's just such a nice dress, and I bought lace recently, and I'm gonna sew that. I got a sewing machine for my birthday, which I'm very thrilled about. It's portable. I am so happy. It's one of the best presents I've received ever. It's up there with my PC. It's up there, because I love sewing, and it's just very useful to be able to alter your own clothes. Okay, like, I'm gonna tell you that now. Learn to alter your own clothes. By hand, by machine, whatever. It's just such a useful skill, okay? Like, fast fashion wants, like, the second you rep clothes, for you to throw them away. I had a Junko and a Shima shirt from Hot Topic, and those shirts are always quality. And literally the first time I washed it, it came out with a hole along the seam on the side. And you know what I did? I took the sewing machine my sister's school had sent home for her quilting class, and I just sewed it up. And I was like, anybody else want anything? Well, I've got, like, this machine up, and it's like, well, here, I've got this shirt, like, this exercise shirt, like, a similar hole on the seam. And I was like, cool, and I sewed that up. And it takes you, like, 2 seconds. And it's so much cheaper, and, like, just so much cheaper. And then you've still got your shirt. You don't have to order another one. And it's just so much, it's just so good, okay? Like, just mend your own clothes, man. It's so worth it, I promise. Like, cause then you have your favorite clothes. You still have your favorite clothes. And then they've just got a little more, like, personality. They've got a little more character. A big thing in, like, punk, actually, like, that I'm not sure a lot of people know. Because obviously people are like, oh, like, punk, it's all about the ripped clothes. But the thing is, it's a little deeper than just ripped clothes. The thing is, like, people don't obviously like some people rip up their clothes for fun, but it's usually like cheap clothing. Usually like punks rip up like cheaper clothing for fun. I mean, obviously some people do rip up cheap $200 jeans, and I guess it's technically not my place to judge them, but I personally would never do that. Um, I like just I could not. I don't know if I could bring myself to buy $200 jeans in the first place. I don't think I could justify it as an expense. Like, even if I had much more money than I do now. Uh, but they, like, punk, when you, like, when something tears, like, when something in your clothes tears in punk, it's like a fashion statement to try and bring attention to the rip, or the tear, or the hole. Because, like I said, in fashion, you just, like, fast fashion just kind of wants you, like, the fashion industry just kind of wants you to immediately dispose of it, like, oh no, there's a tear in it, get rid of it, like, ew, disgusting. But whereas punk, it's like, you kind of want to draw attention to it, like, even if it's just, like, putting safety pins, you put safety pins over it. You get a hole in your jeans, that's okay, you put, like, some safety pins over it, and it's nice and shiny. Look, like, shiny, sparkly, you know, shimmers in the light, kind of cool. Or, like, let's say, I actually saw a TikTok about this recently, like, explaining this, but the example they used was the fact that the person had gotten a hole in their, like, fingerless gloves. There was, like, knit black fingerless gloves. And so they took some, like, neon, I think it was pink, some, like, neon pink thread, and they, like, kind of stitched a funky little pattern over the hole. Like, they didn't stitch it up to, like, darn it or mend it like you would a sock, which, like, makes it look kind of nice. Which, honestly, I'm not like ripping on that at all, by the way. Like, there are ways, like, darning socks, you can darn socks in a way that looks like hella cool. It looks like kind of like a spider web pattern. Honestly, like, I think that's the traditional way you do it. Maybe it's not the traditional way you do it, and I'm just weird, and that's the way I learned how to do it. But honestly, I think that looks kind of cool. Uh, like, for those of you who don't know, darning is literally like, you take some thread, and you just kind of, like, sew over the hole. Like, you literally kind of make a spider web. Kind of. I don't know how to explain it better. Look it up. Look it up. Google's your friend here. But, just, like, I don't know, they just did a funky little pattern. And it just, like, it was, like, I think just kind of, like, basic zigzags. Like, it wasn't meant to be nice. It was just meant to be fun. And I think that's a lot of things, like, people don't get for fashion. I was talking last night to somebody, one of my friends' friends, who I haven't really been able to talk to much. And she was like, yeah, you know, like, I really just don't like a lot of, like, feminine wear. I don't like a lot of feminine clothes. I just, you know, I like being comfy. And I was like, that's the thing. I feel like people get too much, like, get too into their heads the idea of fashion and looking good. And it's like, you just gotta be like her. You just gotta, like, make it comfy and fun. You gotta do what makes you feel good. If you feel good wearing a skirt, go ahead and, like, you wear that skirt. Okay? I don't care what you are. Boy, girl, non-binary. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know, like, clothes being gendered, that's so 2003. Okay? Nobody cares. Alright? Nobody cares. Nobody cares about that except boomers anymore. Like, just, if you feel good wearing a skirt, if that makes you happy, that's what matters. Fashion should be about what makes you happy and comfortable. And, you know, that's something people don't think about a lot. But that's my take. That's my hot take. Fun and comfortable. And honestly, I have to credit a lot of that to a YouTuber and disability activist, Jessica Kelgren Fozard. She's British. She does a lot of fashion disability YouTube videos because she's disabled. She has a lot of chronic conditions. and she's really helped. I feel like she's really helped me through a lot of stuff. She, like, before I started having health issues, actually, I was like, oh, like, this is cool, I can just be like, learn to be an advocate or whatever. And then I started having health issues, and I was like, oh, well, you know, it just helped me cope, because I got diagnosed with Graves' disease, which is like your thyroid produces too much of the chemicals that it needs to be producing, and it fucks with your whole body, man. It just fucks with everything. And it's I've also had other chronic conditions that I didn't realize were as severe. Like, I have acid reflux, which is what Corpse has. Corpse husband has that. Though, obviously, it didn't, whatever happened to him and his vocal cords didn't quite happen to me. I did not get the deep noise. This is just natural. So, it's just, you know, and I didn't realize that was like a chronic condition, because my parents downplayed that effing massively, and I have some words about that, but I'll save that. That's another story. It's another topic. It's the ableism. Anyways. But, yeah, she just really helped, and she was nice. And the thing is, she also loves vintage fashion. She always wears 40s and, like, 50s, like, vintage dresses, and this, like, extraordinary, like, on-point makeup, and, like, curled red hair, like, you know, like, soft powdered face, like, gorgeous eyebrows, like, wonderful, like, red lips. It's just so, like, she's so stunning. And she'll go around in her wheelchair in her heels. She wears heels. She has, like, a connective tissue disorder, like, mixed connective tissue disorder, I think it is. I could be wrong on that. But she has something where it, like, makes it hard, and she's got POTS. That's it. Postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. That's it. Which is, like, the blood doesn't go where the blood's supposed to be when you stand up, and it makes you faint. That's basically what that is. So she's troubles, like, standing and walking. Like, she has to have, like, canes or something to hold on to, like crutches or a wheelchair, or recently I think she got, like, a power chair. It's like, good for her, honestly. But she's like, yeah, like, actually, heels help me walk for some reason. I trip much less in heels. And, like, obviously, like, that might not make sense to most of us. Like, you know, like, oh, that's weird. Like, you know, I could never, like, heels are actually kind of worse for me. Like, they make me trip more. But, like, it's about what's comfortable for you. That's the thing. It's about what's comfortable and fun for you. And she says, and people are like, well, if you're so, like, tired and, like, chronically fatigued and disabled, why do you, like, wear so much makeup? And she's like, because if I don't have much control over, like, you know, my illnesses or my body. But you know what I do have control over? I have control over my makeup. I have control over how I look. And I just like that. I like having that ability. And it really spoke to me. I don't know. That just really stuck with me. Fashion. It's about being you. Like, I know that's, like, such a boring, like, mundane, like, drilled into our heads for so long concept, but it's like, it really is. It really is just about being you. What works for you? What's comfortable for you? What's fun for you? Do you like skirts and makeup? Do you like skirts no makeup? Some days maybe you like skirts more, some days maybe you prefer sweatpants more. Like, it's just up to you. And I really want people to know that. This is the real reason I have a Twitch channel. I have a fashion agenda to promote. That's it. A fashion agenda. Promoting my fashion agenda on Twitch, not clickbait. But yeah, just be comfortable. Be you. Get a mobility aid if you need one, for God's sakes. Don't let people stop you. Don't let the shame stop you. God, I want to roll later so bad. I feel like it would help with my joints, my fatigue. But no, I still live with homophobic. I still live with ableist parents. And they say no. What a shame. What a shame. You hate to see it. You hate to see it, chat. What can I rant about now? It's like, I just need to find something else to rant about now. I don't have friends, so I just rant. That's what happens, I just rant. I do this in my head, so, like, it's perfect. You know, I can just do it on stream now, and, you know, I record it, and, you know, maybe somebody will see it, and maybe somebody won't see it, give or take. 50-50. And my cat wants out. Alright, one hot second. Well, you can watch this gold smelt. She's being very chill today. It's kind of unusual of her. She's usually a little more hyper. But she curled up on my bed and she's just snoozing. Usually she's much more high energy and yowling on my streams. Or when I'm in school, which is even worse. Because once, for some reason, Zoom unmuted me for absolutely no reason, and I got caught baby talking to my cats. My teacher's like, can you please mute? And I was like, so embarrassed. I was incredibly embarrassed. Though I guess it could be much worse. Totally am not thinking of some of those other horror stories we've all heard. Nope, couldn't be me. This is my life now. I just farm minions. Minions, minions, minions. You know, I probably should just expedite this process and make more minions. Why don't I go ahead and do that? What if I just make like a little minion tower, huh? What if I just do that? Forget this enchanted cobblestone crap. Let's make a minion tower. Excuse me. What's that? Gotta get that Coca-Cola burp. Elegant. Elegant as hell. I don't know. I guess I just want a platform to ramble, rant. And even if I don't, like, have anybody listening, it's just nice. Okay, this is like a therapy session for me. This is my therapy. Hello. Welcome. Oh god, it's like the opposite of what everybody says. People are like, you know, like, content creators are not your therapists, you know, don't send them, like, donos or messages about this and that and the other. And it's like, I'm the opposite. I'm the toxic content creator. That is the therapy. It's like the reverse of that. That's kind of funny. I also get my thoughts out. That's kind of nice. Because it is like 5 by 5 or something, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. 5 by 5. Just make a cobblestone minion on the bottom, I guess. Anyways, y'all hear about Simply Illogical's new oats coming out? I might actually buy some of those oats. They always plug in, like, overnight oats, and I'm like, you know what? The thing is, as someone who's finding it difficult to eat as of late, you know, just because of, like, I've struggled with, eating disorders, and, like, eating disorder, like, symptoms and stuff like that, you know, like, I could go for some oats, okay? And now it's like, now that I'm having, like, gastrointestinal issues and, like, energy issues, and it's like, I wake up in the morning and it's like, I don't have the energy to make eggs. I don't have the energy to make things. We don't have cereal in the fridge. Or, Jesus H. Christ. We don't have milk in the fridge. We don't have much cereal either, but we haven't had milk in a long, long time. And I'm just tired of having dry cereal. So I don't eat cereal. And I don't know if my sister eats the cereal or not. So, it just be nice to have something, you know. Oh, fuck, overnight oats needs milk, doesn't it? Ah, shit. Well. Well, yeah, cheers to that idea. That was good while it lasted. Hydrate or dihydrate? You know, I don't know, but especially, like, maybe when I move out, you know, go to college. I think it might be a decent idea. Let's get some overnight oats. Make sure I eat semi-decently. Because they're not horrible. I haven't actually looked at the sugar count, but it can't be worse than that oatmeal I've been eating for years. Because I used to, like, do 2 packets, especially when I was a kid and I was still growing. I can actually say I'm not a kid anymore. Haha. Fuck you guys. When I was still growing, and I'd be like, yeah, it's like fucking like 28 grams of sugar. It was nuts. My sister would eat the same, so we'd just be consuming like bonkers amounts of sugar in the morning. I don't know, man. It's nuts. Farming. How do I get a farming minion? Actually, yeah. Wait. I can just place hay bales. 48 hay bales for that one. Okay. What for this one? 24 hay bales. It's literally just values of 12. Okay. I know my base 10. Base 10. It's not even base 10. I don't even know that it would be base 12. But that's whatever. That's 12, right? Yeah, that's 12. Wait, I didn't see what you put in the middle. I need to go back. Silly me. Nope. Back. Recipe, farming, minion. Oh. How do you just start in the beginning? No, go back. Wheat minion 1. Oh, you need a hoe. Well, good thing we got one right here. Funny joke, funny joke. Please don't ban me, Twitch. Please. Please, I'm too young to be banned. Oh. So not funny. Alright. I don't even have enough wood for that, so we're gonna have to go out real quick. What I need is a wood minion. Is that a thing? Hold up. Hold up, is that a thing? That's gotta be a thing, right? Yeah, it is a thing. Alright, let me... Oh yeah, let me go get some birchwood. I'll be right back. Leveling up, babes. Leveling up. I just noticed one very interesting thing, and all of these hot takes have been, you know, very hot, very progressive, and then I just realized I kind of look at myself and I'm just like, I thought I chose violence today. I thought I woke up and chose violence today. I guess not. Alright. Sick? Question mark? I don't know. I'm just here. Kaboink? What is life if not Minecraft? What is Minecraft if not life? What is Hypixel if not instant regrowing trees? I did see a TikTok today that, this is random. I did see a TikTok today that was, you know, like, somebody's like, it's about a guy with a phone, and it was clearly staged, so that's why it's funny. Goes up to a girl in the Best Buy, like, keyboards aisle, and he's like, oh, I like your eye makeup, and she's wearing a mask, so, you know, her eye makeup's the most distinct thing about her, and it's, like, very colorful, it's, like, very rainbow. And, she goes, thanks, I'm cosplaying, like, X brand, like, RGB mechanical keyboard. And he just slowly backs away and turns around and leaves. I don't know. It's like, I don't know, man. I think she might be a keeper. I'd keep her around. I think she'd be fun. She seems fun at parties. Hey, you know, at least she knows how to do makeup, and it's more than I can say. Well, I can say for myself. I mean, I try. I'm just not really good at it. I did get a Huda Beauty, as Sophia Nygaard calls it. Huda Beauty, like, eyeshadow? Not eyeshadow. Did he just fucking mine the wood out from under me? That fucking bitch. Come here. Can I fucking... Talk about choosing violence. I'll fucking choose violence. Fucking bitch. It's like when somebody cuts you off in traffic. Like, it's such a level of, like, unnecessary. It's so unnecessary. As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, it's... what's it called? Eyeliner. It's called eyeliner. I got like a pencil and a liquid God, excuse me. Does that sound like a voice synthesizer? I'm gonna have to watch that in the recording. I don't know what that sounded like. But it's lit. It's a double one. It's like one side's a pencil, one side's like a liquid liner. And I got it because, well, one of my liquid liners is dried up, and then the other one is drying up as we speak. I don't know what I did to it, but I think I fucked it up somehow. So it's like, well, just in case that one is like completely fucked for good, I'm gonna just go ahead and get that one. So, and I did, and you know what? I don't fucking regret it, because that pencil liner, best fucking investment in my life. Like, I don't think I mentioned this. I have hand tremors, and they're like extreme enough that it like trying to do eyeliner is hell. Hell on earth, man. So when I like went to use and I contemplated, I like talked to my ex about it. I was like, I don't know, my hands are just so shaky. I've been thinking about using pencil, like buying pencil, and she's like, no, like that just hurts. I don't think it's gonna help. And I was like, you don't have hand tremors. How did you know? I was kind of a dick about it. I feel a little bad. But the thing is, I was right. It totally worked. It didn't actually hurt, and it worked. Like, it was so smooth. It was so much harder to mess up. And then I just used, like, the liquid liner. Like, I used it for, like, the regular, like, eye part, and then, like, the liquid liner for, like, the wings. And I fucked up the wings a lot because, you know, hand tremors, and I've never done it a lot because of hand tremors. But it was just so much better, man. It was so much better. I had so much more fun with it. It's like, I never would have done that. I never would have done that. If it was also on sale. That's mostly why I bought it. It was on sale. And it's just like, it was the best purchase I ever made. It also stays on for like 3 days if you're curious. Don't ask me how I know that. You know, ask me no questions, I shall tell you no lies. That kind of thing. But it was very good. It's, I did like some swatch testing. The only issue with like, quote unquote, issue with the eyeliner is, the eyebrow pencil eyeliner versus the liquid is the brow pencil does tend to smear more. Like, it doesn't smear too badly when it's dry. If it gets wet, it will smear a little bit. But the thing is, like, if you cry, as long as you didn't put eyeliner, like, it only moves when you, like, forcibly rub at it. So if you cry, just don't rub your eyes with it, and it'll be fine. Or if you don't have shaky hands, just use the liquid liner, and you'll be fine. So, pro life hack. Not sponsored, by the way, again. Who the fuck would sponsor me? Phil's of Minecraft? No, not even Phil's of Minecraft. I like barely even remember what I was doing. And I was like, I need an axe and a hoe. And I still got the hoe. It's me. I'm the hoe. Funny joke. Funny joke. Please subscribe. Funny joke. Wait, don't subscribe. I don't think I have the subscribe button available yet. Just follow. Funny joke. Follow. Funny joke. Like, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. Blanks. More planks. And then I think it's a wooden sword for the spider one. I don't know if I want to make a spider minion just yet, though. Those are a pain in the frickin' arse, man. Let's make cobblestone and minion ones for now. And, wood ones, of course. Cobblestone again? I really relate to Rambo's memories. Memory lapses, man. You know, and that's the thing. I will say one thing. You know, it's very kind of him to be like, you know, I'm not trying to relate this to DID or OSDD, like, which, for those of you who don't know, is the updated term for multiple personality disorder, which is, like, pretty offensive now. Don't use that term. Use DID, OSDD, whatever. Because that's, like, the actual, like, clinical terms now. And it's like, you know, that's really good, like, that's really good of him, you know, I really appreciate that he's, like, trying to distance himself, because he's like, obviously I don't know a whole lot about these disorders, and, like, I'm not gonna try and portray them, And that's good because there's so many harmful like stereotypes in the media already, and it's like it's it's really I really appreciate somebody acknowledging and respecting that. I really do. It's just I do get worried because he's like it's just based off my own experiences, and I'm like, is this child okay? Because it's like I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I just kind of like get this vibe, and I'm like, I just kind of like this. I get this vibe that he kind of needs a hug or something. Like maybe it's just me. I don't know. Somebody get this kid a hug. Someone get this kid a hug and a teddy bear. He did also point out the fact that his character's not human, so like technically can't relate to the human experience. But it's like still, if if I'm still going off the fact that he said it's slightly based off his own experiences, and I'm like, dude, are you okay? Like, are you okay? Like, are you okay? You need help? I'll help. I will help. I don't know how, but I will. Like that kind of thing. Awkward. AF. That's me. Wow, I thought I'd have more than enough birchwood, and it's like, I didn't have as much as I thought I did. I need more cobblestone. I might have, yeah, just enough. And I think, yeah, I have just enough for a wheat one as well. It's just food for thought, I guess. Food for thought. Also eat food and drink something, preferably water, if you haven't today. I mean, if you really can't bring yourself to drink water, that's okay. But, you know, just try and drink something. I'd really appreciate it. One, two, three, up. 4 of 6. Well, 5, 6 it is. Whoopsie-daisy. I'm sure you can upgrade or buy more minion slots. I mean, didn't Techno have like 1,000,000 potato minions? Come on, man. Right, I was gonna make ladder. Oh, that's perfect, isn't it? That's like the perfect amount. No, it's 1 off. 2 off. God damn it. I don't know math. That was fun in retail. If I fucked something up and the computer couldn't just tell me what the number was, I'd be fucked. I usually worked it out, but it got messy. It got messy. I actually did have a breakdown one day. You know, funny story. Be kind to your retail workers. Because you don't know what they're going through. And just like general, like jobs in general. Like, you never know, like, what your waitress or whatever, you don't know what your waitress is going through. You know, like, so if they're a little, like, snappish or something, or they're, like, not quite, like, 100%, like, all, like, cheerful and that, like, I think it's just best to remember that that person could be having a terrible day, but they have to be at work right now, so they can't afford to be, you know, like, sobbing, because, you know, half the time, you might have a 5-hour shift, and the most you get is a 15-minute break. Yes, that is a thing. That is quite literally what I got. You had to have a 6-hour shift to get a meal break. Otherwise, you just had 1 15-minute. That's it. That's all you got. So, yeah, capitalism, alright? Capitalism. Funny. Funny pog. It's not funny. So it's just, I think that was one of those days where I didn't have a meal. I only had a 15-minute. And I don't know, I was just really tired. I think it was right when I started my ADHD meds. And when I started my ADHD meds, I was really, like, they really messed with me when I first started them. It's, like, all good now. It just really, really messed with me. And, especially when I came off of them, like, when they wore off, it just, oof, it messed with me, man. I can't even tell you. So, and there was this lady, and I think I had to give her change for something. I can't even remember exactly what it was. I had to give her change for something. And she's like, well, why don't you do it this way? Because, you know, then this, and the other. And I was like, well, I don't understand. Like, why can't we just do it like this? And she was like, no, like, this way I won't have to have so many nickels or whatever. And I just couldn't get it. And I didn't, I as much as I want to trust the customer, like, I don't want to get scammed and get in trouble, you know, at my job, obviously. Because I really liked that job. I didn't want to lose it. And I'm really, like, anxious about getting in trouble. So I just was like, I don't remember what I did, but, and my manager, one of my managers was there, but she ended up saying, well, was like, she was like, well, no, just count it or do it like this, like the customer said that. And I was like, I don't get it, I don't know how to do that. And then she's like, then I don't know how you're working in retail, honey. And she didn't really mean it completely as an insult. She was being kind of genuine about it, because I was really kind of, like, not having a good brain day. But it just really got to me that day, and I think I wound up, like, I turned to my manager, I was like, can I take my 15 now? Even though we were swamped, like, trying not to burst into tears. And she's like, go take your 15. She was so nice. She is still nice. I just don't see her anymore. It's just the same. It's a shame. I miss her. She's a great manager. Great person. Yeah, but it's like, can I go take my 15 now? So I just went to the bag, took my 15, and, like, bawled my eyes out. Not a good day. I had a lot going on. I was very stressed at the time. It was like, yeah, it was around finals. It was around finals. That's probably why. Well, except we didn't have finals. We just had final projects because current events. But it just wasn't my day. I really like that manager though. Both of my managers were really nice. The one that I was talking about there, she was like the main, like, store manager, and I really liked her. I'm trying to think where I can get dirt for free. Where do I get free dirt? Hello? Free dirt? Free dirt? Anywhere? I don't even know where we get free dirt from. I'm struggling. But yeah, and, like, one of the first things she said to us, like, seasonal workers, like, when we were getting trained and stuff, she's like, well, if anybody comes into the store, and, like, I already believe this in general, like, this was always, like, what I figured I would do if I was ever in this position, but she's like, you know, if, you know, like, somebody ever comes in and they're armed, and they're like, you know, like, they say, like, give me all the cash in the register, or give me this, or give me that, just give them what they want. You know, don't try to stop them, whatever. We can replace cash. We can replace merchandise. You know, we can't replace you. Like, you're not under any obligation to, like, stop them or go after them. And I was like, she gets it. This girl gets it. I say girl, she's like 30. I really liked her because she really understood. She, like, a lot of people would be like, oh, like, my manager sucks. Like, oh, like, she's so awful. Like, this capitalist propaganda. And she, like, no, she really got it. She really got it. She really understood everything. It's just, one of the greatest people I've had the pleasure of meeting. And she's also just a funny person. All the people there were really nice and funny, and we all got along. And that's probably why I really miss that job. And it's like, people are like, oh, like, I really hated my retail job. And it's like, yeah, the customers can suck. And I mean, can and do suck sometimes. Like, depending, like, God, I do have some, like, horror stories. But, you know, like, just, like, it was such a nice work environment, and I feel like that's so rare, and you don't get stuff like that, and it's just, you know, I was so lucky to have that for my first job. I was so lucky. Because nobody would hire me before I left. Target didn't want me. But I'm gonna probably apply to Target soon. I'm going into Target, I'm gonna ask what positions they want people for, and then I'm gonna apply to those, and maybe they'll hire me this time, and then I'll have a job at Target that won't be seasonal. Seasonable? Seasonal. I don't even know where I'd get dirt from, man. Like, would I get it from mines? Not really. Like, farming or mines is like the only place I can think of getting dirt from, but I don't think. I don't know. I just need dirt. My soul for some dirt. No, I miss that job. I miss the people there. I met some amazing people there. Yeah, I applied to a college, which is I actually got into, because of one of my coworkers there, who's a few years older than me, and she's like, "Yeah, I go there. You know, it's nice. You should apply," and I got in. So I was like, and that was good because I wasn't sure I was gonna get into any of my other colleges because I applied super late, and I was really worried about it. But it's like, you know what? I got that one. It's like, you know, I don't know if I would have applied if it weren't for her. So, you know, take what you can get, and don't apply late for colleges, kids. Don't be an idiot like me. I'm gonna hollow out my island real quick. Don't mind me. You don't see anything. You don't see anything. It's like probably good enough, right? Oh, a HYPIXEL level 6. Alrighty then. Good for me, I guess. Alright, let's see how much this gives me. That was a good job. That was a really good job. I do miss it. It also got me out of the house, which in this day and age, oof, invaluable. Invaluable. So nice to get out of the house. Cannot tell you how nice that is. I also got to socialize. I got to talk to my coworkers. I got to talk to people. I met so many cool people. Like, people talk about, like, oh, like, 4, like, customer stories. But there's, like, you get to meet some genuinely amazing people. And I don't think that gets talked about a lot. Like, I met, I think one of my favorites would probably be, there was a lady who was like, oh, like, I want to use, like, my store discount. And, because you can use, like, for the store I worked at, you can use your store discount for, basically anywhere. You can use it anywhere. As long as you work at a store in the country, you can use that anywhere. I don't actually know if there's any stores. I don't know if that chain goes outside of the country at all. I don't think it does. But yeah, and I was like, oh, okay, you know, like, what's your number? Da, da, da. And I was like, oh, like, you know, like, I don't think you're from the store, you know, I don't recognize you, or at least I hope you're not, because otherwise I feel bad that I don't recognize you, haha. She's like, no, I'm from, like, Tennessee. And I was like, oh, wow, you know, like, that's quite a ways. And so we, like, got a conversation, and she's actually from Memphis? Yeah, she's from Memphis, which I've actually been there, and we got to talking about that. It was just really cool, you know, like, you get to meet all sorts of people. I met a bus driver, like, for the local transit district. That was so cool. Okay, like, that was neat. I even met, like, a nurse. I met, like, a nurse who works in the local, like, current events unit, because you can't say the word. I met her, and she was, like, so exhausted, and she was, like, buying gifts. It was, like, right before Christmas, and she was buying gifts, and she was like, I'm getting these for my family, and she's like, I don't know, I might get the sweater, though, for myself. And I was like, and she told me what she did, because she complained about it. She was saying, like, she didn't really complain, she was just saying, like, oh, my mask kind of hurts, you know, from wearing it for this long. And I was like, oh, yeah, well, better than you know what. She's like, yeah, tell me about it, like, I'm a nurse, you know, working at blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh my god, like, you know, that must be so rough. You know, I can't even imagine. She's like, yeah. And I was like, and you're not, like, and I was, like, looking, and she's getting all these things for, like, her mom and her sister and, like, her aunts. And I'm like, you should get something for you. I wasn't even trying to make a sale at that point. I was just like, you know what? Like, at this point, you've been, like, I can't even imagine what she had seen at that point. I was like, you should just get something for you. Okay? Like, that's just... And I think she did get the sweater. I was like, that's good. Because I was like, you know, if there's something like healthcare workers deserve, it's... Okay, first of all, this is disrespectful as fuck. Yeah, that's disrespectful. They deserve like something nice, and it's like if she wanted that like nice like comfy sweater, like I think they were on sale too, like for a pretty good discount. I was like, you know what? I think she deserves it. Like she more than deserves it. Nurses are great people. Nurses are amazing. People downplay their work a lot, but they're really vital to the healthcare system. I'm trying to think who else I met. I did meet one military veteran, and that was interesting because I'm not a huge fan of the military, but you know, I mean, I do respect veterans because it's like, oh my god, like I can't imagine like having seen a bunch of like, you know, a lot of veterans come back with PTSD and like then the government doesn't even take care of them, so it's like I feel bad. So even though I'm not like a big military person, like I'd never join the military. I actually kind of hate the concept of the military. I'm very left-leaning, radical left that way. I still respect veterans because it's like they've seen some shit, they've been through some shit, and it's like she came through the line and she had that. She's like, oh yeah, and can I get my military discount on this? And I actually had to ask somebody how to do that because I'd never done that before. It was the only time I used it. And they're like, oh yeah, you just hit the heroes discount button. I was like, okay. And yeah, and that was interesting. She was just kind of an interesting person as well. She had a nice style. Oh, and there was this other lady. Nothing too remarkable about her in general, except she just had this like super sharp fashions like sense. Oh man, she was really cool. She had like a fedora and like a suit. I was like, oh my god. It was really nice. It was really something. And I was like, I compliment, and she had like really good like she had like massive eyeliner wings that were just on point, like great eyeshadow, like just like really iconic kind of look. And you know, she came in and she was like getting these like you know like baby clothes in it, but like a suit, like a proper like three-piece suit. And I was like, you know, I was talking to her. I was like, oh, I like your like stuff, and I was checking her out. She's like, yeah, you know, the suit's for my nephew. You know, he for some reason really like we found out he really likes formal clothes, and she showed me pictures, and that really made my day. I don't know why. It was just really cute seeing like somebody's nephew just like dressed up in this ridiculous like suit. Cause he was like 3, and he's like the size of this pumpkin. Like the pumpkin's the size of him. Like he's just sitting next to this pumpkin. And like she has like these photos of him, and it looks like it's not just like photos on her phone. I'm talking like photos in the wallet. So it's like, you know, this girl is dedicated. Like this is one dedicated aunt, you know. And it's just like, it was just really sweet. And she reminded me a lot of one of my cousins, who's technically my second cousin, and she's much older than me. She just reminded me a lot of her, and it was really sweet. You just meet some of the sweetest people. I did have a homeless person come through. And she was really sweet herself. I think she was buying, interview clothes. And, I mean, technically I don't know that she was homeless. She just had, like, a big, like, bag with her that, you know, usually, like, homeless people have. And she would shop for, like, very cheap things. So, like, honestly, that's just stereotyping of me. But, you know, whatever. But she's, like, getting stuff. And I don't know, she's just... It's a good reminder that everybody's human. Because it's like, you think... Everybody's human, okay? Like, you just need to remember that. I don't know. There's probably some better way to explain that, but... Fix these fences, by the way. They just wouldn't place properly. I don't know if it's a glitch. Yeah, okay, yeah, it was a glitch that day. They just wouldn't place at all for me. Yeah, alright, they're good now. It was like a week ago. But it's just, I don't know. Being a retail worker just reminds you of, like, humanity. The goods and the bads of humanity. Because, you know, I did have some other bad moments. Like, there was this white lady who quite literally cut off 2 black men in line, and I was like... And I wasn't entirely sure at the time whether she had cut them off. It wasn't until I asked, and they were like, yeah, I'm pretty sure she cut us off in line. But otherwise I would have been like, hey, yeah, you know, I believe they were first. Otherwise I would have been like that. Just 2 black guys, and just chilling. I don't remember what they got. I don't remember what she got either. But she was, like, very demanding, too. She also didn't have a mask. That was the other thing. Oh, God, it was such a nightmare when people came in without masks. Such a nightmare. But she was, luckily, that was, like, a minority. She was, like, one of maybe, like, 3 people that came in, no mask whatsoever. Because we can't technically enforce the policy. Like, it was mandatory for all employees to have masks. But it's not technically mandatory for all, like, it's, like, there's, like, signs on the door saying you have to wear masks, obviously, to, like, the building and stuff, but we can't, like, actually enforce that, unfortunately. So she came in without a mask, and it was just, like, really, like, bugging me. Just being really bossy and nosy and rude, and just she was the definition of a Karen. It was like, you think of a stereotypical Karen, that was her, you know, like, blonde hair, like, kind of fake tan, yeah. Not that I have anything against fake tans. I think they can be done well, and I think they can be done. I think if they make you happy, then that's fine. It's just, you know, the stereotype. And just being very rude, and then eventually she left, and it's a mess. You could tell, like, and then after talking to the guys, I was like, damn, I really should have said something. Because she clearly cut them off on purpose. And then there was also the time where I thought somebody was getting murdered in the parking lot, which is a very long story within itself. Nobody's hurt. Thank goodness. But there's this lady who was mad because I couldn't, it was just me and a manager in the store at the time. And she was so upset that I couldn't return her item, and I couldn't get a hold of my manager, and I'm like, I think I literally told her, I was like, you know, like, I think somebody might be in trouble, I think there might be a problem, and she didn't even care. She was just yelling and hollering about, where's that manager, and I'm just like, girl, somebody might be dying, ain't nobody care. And you're worried about your shoes? Come on, man, get it together. So, you really just get to see the duality of man in retail. That's really all it is. That was a scary night. It worked out, though. Alright, time to go sell stuff. I'll probably quit soon, as well. It's been a decent stream, though. I enjoyed talking nobody's ear off. Or maybe one person's ear off. We'll see. We'll see what my email says, because, I don't know, I've been getting ridiculous stuff. Okay. I'll deposit some of my stuff, why not? The boy? Alright, let me quick actually look up the community store on HYPIXEL. Because if it's real money, then obviously I'm not gonna get it. Oh, it's the big mayor house. Ah. Okay, let me go back then. Also, let me pull up this better. I think it's... I can't ever remember where things are. I think it's over here. I accidentally wandered into it earlier, but that's the Coliseum. I know where that is, but it's under construction, so it doesn't matter. I don't know. It's either like back there or back here. Wait, is it? That's the pet house. I like half know where things are. That's the one thing I can generally remember, though it's more applicable in real life than video games. Because I know where I came from. Like, I know which direction I came from. I know my sense of direction very well. I just don't get lost that easily. I don't know streets, though. I don't know jack about streets. This is it, isn't it? It's literally this. Oh, my goodness. Community shop. Here we go. Account profile upgrades, maybe? Oh, ender chest pages. Each tier plus 1 page. Cost free? Alright. Did it work? Do I have 2 pages in? Nope. Alright, well, that seems a little bogus. Upgrading to 2 pages. Oh, it just takes time. That's why it's free. Okay, well, I'm okay with that. I can wait. I've played enough mobile games in my day. I can wait. I have patience. I mean, I really don't, but I have patience for certain things, and this can be one of them. Also, don't I have enough string to upgrade shit now? Hold on. Also, I didn't make my thing yet. I need to see the configuration for this minion. Does it need to be on birch logs? Requires an open area to place trees. Oh, okay. I don't know if it needs dirt. I hope it doesn't. I don't freaking have any more dirt. Okay, well, that was a little unnecessary, if you ask me. Oh, that was bad. Okay, well, it's fine. It'll fix it, right? One more block. Perfect. All in all, I'm saying making decent progress. It's not pretty, but it's progress. I think that's what every single capitalist has ever said in their lives. Oh, I made it too long. Why'd I make it too long? Bruh, the fuck's wrong with me? Okay, well. Guess I didn't need that extra dirt. I'll just use a pickaxe to mine it because I don't have a shovel. Telekinesis, because I feel like that's a fucking waste. I don't ever use a shovel. Who uses shovels? Not me. I use pickaxes and axes, that's it. It's the only thing I use around here. Alright, sick. Yeah, I made it too big. I don't know. I just be miscalculating. It's okay. It's cool. It's chill. Don't fall. Motherfucker. Yeah, that's karma right there. At least you don't technically lose anything. Except, just a little bit. You just get a little bit of shame. Just do this from the bottom. Why didn't I do that before? Alright. That's better. Alright. Let me... Not that. Ooh. Up. Okay. need to be around fuck me in the ass. Don't. That's an expression. Notice I've used that more streaming. I don't use that in real life ever. I don't know why I use it now. The location isn't perfect. Oh, shut you. My location ain't perfect either. You don't see me whining about it. House hunters, we don't need the perfect real estate. Alright, time to go digging again. I'm a dingus. Okay, that might be closer to enough. I don't know if it is enough, but it might be. Oh, see? You're managing just fine. I don't know what the fuck you're complaining about. Still need a bit more dirt. Like, I was like, why is there a spider? And then I was like, yeah, I have a spider farm over there. Might have something to do with it. Just might. Just gonna have a bit of a hollow island. It's all good. No need to worry about it. And they don't even need to be standing under it properly, so it's like, okay. See? You're all good. You're all good, man. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Alright, put this in the chest. Just in case I need more dirt for God knows what other menu needs dirt. That was a bit close, wasn't it? Alright, let's see what I can make. Why is this so fun to me? It's literally just doing the same crap over and over to level up gear. Why is this so fun to me? I get tired of actual stories with plot, but this is fun. What's the matter with me? I guess if I knew the answer to that, we wouldn't be here, would we? Oh, well. Not my problem. It kind of is my problem. It's very much my problem, actually. We're getting there. Almost enough cobblestone. Actually, the upgrades on the spider minion going. Can I upgrade that yet? There we go. Craft one more unique minion to unlock your 7th minion slot. Okay. Sounds good to me. Do I need... What do I need for the next upgrade, actually? Let me check on that. Way more string. Got it. Sounds about right. And, what you? You probably don't need that much at all. 150 more wheat. Talk to this guy about it. It's kind of getting my priority for hay bales at the moment. How about the cobblestone one? What's it need? 82 more cobblestone. Well, golly, I ain't got that. It's okay. We'll have some eventually. Magma arrows. God, that sounds so sick. Can you imagine? Oh, whoa, we got like... we got a whole forest up here. What's going on? Holy moly. Somebody's been busy. Or maybe not that busy. When is that? I don't know. When is what? Skyblock. Why is it? We live in a city. Alright, Mr. Unreality. Nobody asked. I don't recall anybody asking. Where are the askers? Where are the askers? Nobody asked. I think I'm gonna wrap it up. I think that's been a pretty decently productive stream. And I think I am in significant state of mind to wrap things up and do my homework. Because I got homework to do. Happy Saturday, everybody. I got homework. R.I.P. in peace. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what I got. I got like that essay and a presentation and like a photography project. I really put that photography project together. Oh well. Alright, well, I think that'll be le final. I don't know the French for end. I know Spanish. El fin. That'll be El fin for the stream. Great Spanish. I stopped taking Spanish for 1 year. You just lose it all. Alright. Good stream. Good stream. Great stream. Goodbye, everybody.